Hey y'all, I hope y'all are ready for chapter 6. It's called Shadows at the Door. The mansion had settled into an eerie quiet, the kind that only came in the dead of night. Niara sat in the study, her fingers tracing the edges of the black notebook. The flames in the fireplace had dimmed, casting long shadows across the room. Enrique had stepped out briefly to check the security system, leaving her alone with her thoughts. The knock came suddenly. It wasn't hesitant or polite. It was sharp, deliberate, and commanding. The sound echoed through the halls, breaking the heavy silence. Niara's head snapped up, her pulse quickening. Her eyes flicked to the clock on the wall. It was past midnight. Nobody came to their home uninvited, especially not at this hour. Enrique reappeared in the doorway, his tie loosened, his eyes sharp and alert. "Stay here," he said, his voice low but firm. Niara ignored him, standing to follow. "I'm not hiding," she replied, her tone brooking no argument. They moved together toward the front door, Enrique in front, Niara just behind. His hand hovered near his concealed weapon as he approached the source of the intrusion. When Enrique swung the door open, the figure standing on the threshold was both familiar and unwelcome. "Juan," Enrique said, his voice tight. The man standing before them had the kind of presence that made the air feel heavier. His dark eyes glinted with a mix of amusement and menace, his smile sharp enough to cut glass. "It's been a while, hasn't it?" Juan said, his tone casual, as though they were old friends catching up. Niara stepped closer, her eyes narrowing. "You got some nerve showing up here unannounced." Juan chuckled, the sound low and mocking. "Nerve? No, familia. This is necessity. You didn't think you could just erase me, did you?" Enrique's jaw tightened, his silence speaking volumes. Niara glanced between the two men, piecing together what wasn't being said. "You're in the notebook," she realized aloud, her voice cutting through the tension. Juan's smile widened. "Smart woman. Maybe smarter than your husband here, who thought he could build an empire without honoring his debts." "You got what you were owed," Enrique snapped, his composure cracking. Juan stepped forward, his voice dropping to a menacing whisper. "Not everything. And now I'm here to collect." Niara moved instinctively, positioning herself beside Enrique. "You don't get to walk in here and make demands," she said, her voice cold and unwavering. "Whatever deal you think you had is over." Juan tilted his head, studying her. "That fire you've got? Impressive. But you might want to save it. You'll need it for what's coming." Before either of them could respond, Juan turned and walked away, disappearing into the shadows as quickly as he had appeared. Enrique closed the door, his hand lingering on the handle as if trying to hold back the past itself. Niara turned to him, her voice soft but firm. "Who is he?" Enrique's shoulders slumped slightly, the weight of the night pressing down on him. "A mistake I thought I buried. But he's not just here for revenge. He's here to destroy everything we've built." Niara straightened, her fiery determination returning. "Then we don't let him." Enrique met her gaze, the unspoken understanding between them as strong as ever. Together, they would face whatever shadows lingered at their door. But as the night wore on, one thing was clear. Juan wasn't a threat to be underestimated, and his arrival was only the beginning. And that was the end of chapter 6. Thank y'all so much for listening. If you came this far, comment, tell me what you think. Keep watching, y'all. Keep listening because the end is something good. Thank y'all. Have a good day.